Hey everybody, it's Michelle. I am doing another cast, not challenge, but another cast video, which is fascinating to me because as of yesterday I would have said, I never do casts, but I seem to be doing casts. So, I have two things that I'm accomplishing with this video. The first one is to join the wonderful Impossible on Twitter. I'll put that in the description. Who is kind of leading an effort to make more LGBT Sims available, in the gallery and, advertising them on Twitter and just making our Sims world a bit more reflective of the real world. So I wanted to make these two gentlemen and their daughter. So, hey, let's jump into it. This first guy, his name is Johnny. I even put his stage name. Johnny is an aging rocker. He is he is an adult. He is a very accomplished musician. He's been in a rock band for a good long time and finally stepped away from the limelight, gave up his celebrity status to pursue his big dream, which is always to be, a gardener and farmer like his parents. So he left the stage and is back to the farm. Johnny Scythe. I don't know what his band name was. Feel free to put that in the comments, what you think his band name may have been. But Johnny, as you can see, still has some rocker sensibilities. He doesn't quite have his super lean, living on the road rock body anymore, but he loves his dad bod, and so does his partner. Johnny tends to favor kind of Salvadoran clothes. I think he has that ancestry in his line. He likes natural fibers. He likes comfort. He seemed to call for blues and grays, so I put a lot of blues and grays on him. Yeah, you can see he's not a complex dresser. Oh, that's right. I changed that t-shirt at the last to kind of make it more him. I love that t-shirt. I love that on him. Secondly, we're going for his husband, Derek Burwell. Derek and Johnny met sort of on the road. Derek is a experienced stage designer, craftsman, cabinet maker, that sort of thing. Very high handiness. Is a gregarious, fun, charismatic, really cool guy who has been with Johnny for 20 years, and was definitely part of the big decision to go head off on their own and have their new ecologically committed life. And actually, I did the thing where you say two things and then you say one and never say two. The second thing that I was trying to accomplish with this video was to create a family to playtest and eventually live in the build that I'm doing for Ninster's Ninny Eco Challenge. And I will also give that information in the description. So these guys, in my mind, Johnny wants to be the ultimate gardener, and Derek is already a very handy guy and wants the occasion to turn trash to treasure, so to speak. And if you don't think I'm not using those couches. Anyway, so Derek is I'm not going to say a snazzy dresser because he's not. But what he is, he likes color. He likes conversational pieces. He likes to talk to people. Super gregarious. I like him. He's my redheaded Thor here. I think he's fun. I think he brings a lightness to Johnny's life that was difficult to maintain in all those years of traveling nonstop and living sort of a harder lifestyle. I think Derek kind of helped bring lightness and joy and a bit of freedom to Johnny's life. Oh yeah, I love the Salvadoran clothes. These guys, I think, have spent a great deal of time in Salvadorado over the years, even though the house where they're settling is a renovated grain silo in Oasis Springs. Let's see. Maybe they chose that for the schools, for their daughter. Maybe so. I love these casual looks and cool weather looks. I don't know. I just love this family so much. I think they're really neat. I love that he's squeamish, right? He's a squeamish guy. Johnny is the one to kill bugs. I don't know that Derek's ever killed a bug voluntarily. Oh, that's right. I wanted to figure out tattoos because, you know, they obviously have tattoos. And I think I went back to Johnny and figured his out as well. Yep. He kind of has that. I kind of made Leonidas the rock star, honestly. There's definitely a Leonidas quality to his hair and his beard. Okay, and then this is Johnny's genetic daughter from a previous relationship, Daniela. They have been raising her since she was a baby. She has known really no other parents except her father's. Her mother is no longer on the scene. I don't think she and Johnny were in a terribly committed thing or anything, but her whole life she's just spent with her dad's. And she is a confident, strong young woman. She inherited some of her father's musical talents and is passionately committed to the violin. That's her favorite instrument, though she's pretty accomplished at any kind of stringed instrument she puts her mind to. She has a bit of the prodigy about her. She is active. She's very active. She can be considered almost too confident by people who consider, you know, outspoken young women too confident. I think she's great. She is definitely committed to doing her part to help with climate change and with being political and voting and volunteering and protesting. And she's a really, really cool young woman, and I like her a lot. I put her in pretty youthful things. Youthful, a little bit of attitude, you know, because she is a rock star's daughter. A little bit of attitude, a little bit of, you know, not following anyone else's path except her own, which I think definitely fits in with the interesting lifestyle that she and her fathers have decided to take on. It's a lot of work to renovate a silo and run a, you know, small garden farm, and to, you know, kind of eke a living out of the land and to live off grid, right? It's a lot of work. And she has been up to it from day one and genuinely enjoys that lifestyle and spending that time with her dad. She gets a lot of quality time with them, which is great. I struggled a little bit with her party look until, yep, there we go. One thing you'll see if you download these Sims is that I tend to keep some items consistent across the Sims. These are Sims who live off the grid and don't have a lot of stuff. And I think, you know, one of Johnny has one pair of shoes that extends over 3 outfits, that kind of thing, but very specifically intended for an eco challenge. Oh, I had to use the mosquito hoodie. Sometimes it's really cute. Anyway, I think we're getting to the end of the cast part of this. I'm going to go ahead and show some screenshots of these Sims so you can see them in the place where they'll be living. And I'm super excited. So thank you so much. Remember to give me a band name if you think of one. And yeah, I'm really enjoying Create a Sim. This is very strange. Thanks so much, and I'll see you with my next video.